Good morning and welcome to FoodtreeTV, your source for food for thought on the internet. Today we are in San Francisco. I've been here this week for the Sustainable Food Summit and it's going well. Lots of great food. This could be a where to eat in San Francisco. Bar Agricole is pretty solid. Always loved wine at Terroir. Pizza at Flour and Water is pretty tasty. Couple more places hoping to go to today, but really the Sustainable Food Summit has been fantastic, and day 2 is today. Looking forward to seeing Josh Dorfman from Stoneburr Flour speak. His findthefarmer.net is one of the inspirations for FoodTree, but hopefully as a platform that any business can use. Wanted to give a quick shout out to Airbnb, not food related at all, but an interesting tech company and a way that you can actually stay in places other than hotels, in people's houses, shared rooms, whole houses, apartments. So Airbnb, and staying with a cool couple here in San Francisco. I'm in the Mission District. And in there, nice place. So Airbnb, check it out. Stay someplace other than a cold, stale air hotel room. First day of the Sustainable Food Summit was pretty great. Got to meet people from Fair Trade and Rainforest Alliance and Food Alliance. And people at Specialty Crop Stewardship Index, who are introducing really interesting and open source metrics for what sustainability looks like in things like tomatoes, strawberries, grapes, any food really that is not meat or grain. One of the most two things that I wanted to mention that I thought were quite interesting. One is that big food companies are moving and working towards authentically, in most cases, trying to figure out how to be sustainable because they realize it's important for their business, and a lot of the people who run those divisions in their companies think that it's really important for the planet too. Some of them are not willing to put people before profit, which I still think is backwards. We need to recognize the importance of people being happy and healthy and well, even for their productivity, if you want to look at it from a crass business perspective. So exciting that big companies are on the move. Two really interesting things that I saw yesterday. One is Bon Appetit Management Corporation. They do catering, and mostly they do a ton of institutional business. And when I say institutional, they run corporate cafeterias and hospitals and college campuses. And they've got a farm to fork program, and 20% of the ingredient purchasing has to happen locally for every single one, and they are in states across the country. And their farm to fork program, Maisie Greenewalt started, is cool, and they're doing good work. Another company that I just discovered yesterday that didn't know anything about is set up and is making. They set up a fair trade for olive oil in Palestine, and they've got a co-op. And it's called Canaan Fair Trade, and olives and olive oil and really interesting foods from Palestine. And when he showed the map of the farms that they work with, some of the farms, there were areas where the farmers can sometimes get to them, and then sometimes they're blocked off the land, and then there are these little spots where they can always get to. So really amazing to have to farm under constant warlike conditions. So Canaan Fair Trade, check it out. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say hello to everyone. If you've got questions for me about the Sustainable Food Summit, please ask in the comments. But excited for the future of food and sustainability, and some confirmation from some larger players in food who recognize that whether Food Tree does it or not, there will be a revolution in the food system that facilitates more democratic participation, and a lot of that will happen through technology like internet communication and mobile phones, and so hopefully we can get there together. Check out the people that I mentioned, and thanks for joining us on Food Tree TV.